I think we're live. Hey warriors, Karen Dubs here, flexiblewarrior.com. Today's segment's going to be about 30 minutes. It's going to be some back, biceps, a little balance, a little booty, and another B word that I love, a lot of believing. We got to believe that we can do this. You did the hardest part. You're showing up. We've got to have that warrior spirit mindset. Get on your mat. You do need some light weights for this. So I have 8-pound weights, but you can do a little bit lighter, a little heavier, depending on you. If you don't have weights, that's not an excuse. Get some water bottles, get some soup cans, get some other weighted object. And you can certainly do this just with mind-body connection too, and just isometric contractions. But weights are best. I would encourage you to get some water as well. And we are going to do a combination of strength training with a little bit of light cardio, and then some flexibility at the very end. Okay, so you can put your weights off to the side, and we're just going to start with an easy kind of old school step touch. A lot of you know I've been in the fitness industry for over 30 years, you guys. I actually started in 1987 when I was in high school, and so officially started in the 90s, but it's been a long journey. And you know, I used to teach cardio, dance aerobics, that sort of thing. But what I want you to guys to do right now is just get warmed up a little bit. We're just going to chat a little bit about what's going to happen, and in the meantime, I just want you to feel like you're increasing circulation and getting the body moving. Okay, so I'm just going to be honest, I did not get a lot of sleep last night. It happens. I'm definitely I'm 53 at this point and perimenopausal, and sometimes I just kind of toss and turn and this and that, and I'm sure you can relate to that. So here's the thing, exercise, even when we have a little bit of a lack of sleep, and sleep is number one, by the way. It's one of the most important self-care things that I want you to make a priority during this challenge and this reset. Put your quality sleep at the top of your list. But sometimes it just doesn't happen, right? Even though we do all of the things to kind of encourage the quality sleep. One thing that I can say for sure is getting your exercise in is going to help either way. So bear with me that I feel a little foggy this morning, but we're going to do this anyway, and we're going to show and shine our warrior spirits. Okay, so about like 30 more seconds of this step touch, and over this next 30 seconds, what I want you to do is increase the distance that you're hopping from side to side, if you can. Now, at the same time, I want you to be mindful of your breathing and your alignment from the crown of the head to the tailbone, and lightly hopping from side to side. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Let's roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Let's take a deep breath in, warrior spirits, and exhale, hands to heart center. Okay, we're going to start with a sun salutation, and then I'm going to demonstrate some of the exercises that we're going to do without weights first, and then we'll increase the strength and the endurance by adding in those weights. Okay, so what we're going to do is start with the chair pose first. Belly is in, shoulders are back and down, weights in the heels, toes feel light. So as you hold this chair pose, and by the way, knees are close together, so you squeeze the knees together. And when you squeeze the knees together, what do you feel? I know, yeah, you feel your inner thighs, but I want you to also feel the connection from your inner thighs to your belly. Again, weights into the heels, toes are light. You feel your thighs warming. And I want you to imagine that you're, with both hands, like doing the lawnmower starting motion. You're squeezing in and back, squeezing in and back, squeeze. And isometrically, just contract the muscles between your shoulder blades. So you're really squeezing in and back, and we're holding the strength in our legs at the same time. So yes, we're going to get back. We're going to get a little biceps. We're going to get a little booty today, and we are going to work on balance as well. Okay, let's just do 2 more just like this. And last one. Good. Let's take a deep breath in. Go ahead and straighten those legs. Feels good. And exhale, take a dive out of it into a forward fold. Inhale, come into your halfway lift. Dogs are excited this morning because there's some bunnies in the yard. Exhale into a forward fold, let it go, and then step back to a strong plank pose. So in your plank, we've got total body strength. Stand on your arms, pull your shoulder blades back and down. Be mindful of your breathing, and then exhale, bend your elbows. You can come all the way down to your mat. Now, just to strengthen our back and get it warmed up a little bit, we're going to do some Superwomans. We're going to float up and lower down. So inhale as you lift, exhale as you lower. Now, I have my elbows bent right now, hands under shoulders. Okay, that's great to modify, make it a little bit easier if you want to. But I'm going to encourage you, if you want, give these couple variations a try. So you can try your arms straight out by your side. So my recliner chair is a little bit in my way on this one, but you can try this. It lengthens the lever. Arms are longer, and then it's a little bit heavier. Or you can try your arms straight out in front. Okay? Either way, you're strengthening the whole back line of the body and squeezing the scapula together. Let's do 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Press to your palms, curl your toes, come into your downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, land on your mat. Look to your hands, take a step, or feel free to hop to the front edge of your mat. Inhale to your halfway lift, breathing in. Exhale into your forward fold, breathing out. Rise all the way up to standing, take an inhale, and let's come back to that chair squat. So sitting into that chair squat, just like we did earlier. Now imagine, again, the belly's pulling in, the tailbone's anchoring down, and we're going to squeeze those elbows back. Now what we're going to do this time is add a little bit of balance challenge for you guys. So much fun. So you can stop squeezing the elbows back for just a second, but just transfer your weight from your left foot into just your right foot alone. And then see if you can fly in an airplane, okay? And then imagine you held onto those weights, which we are going to be in just a second, and you're pulling up and back. Now, if your balance is a little wobbly today, which mine might be because of my lack of sleep, you can tap your left toe down just like that. That's kind of like your training wheel. Okay, that's an option, or left leg can be hovering if you want to challenge your balance a little bit more. Okay, let's go ahead and bend that right knee, replace that left foot down, hold for a second, and then transfer into your left foot. Take that right leg either straight back, tapping the toe down, or hovering that leg up. And imagine you've got a hold of those weights again, and you're pulling your elbows back and down. Now the eyes are focused, right? Because that's going to help us with our balance. Of course, strengthening from the core at the same time. So pulling that belly in and up helps with the balance as well. One more time. Bend your left knee, come back into your squat as gracefully as you can, and then take a sun breath. Nice job. Breathing in and exhale, diving out. One more vinyasa and sun salutation here. Inhale, halfway lift, hello Stella. Exhale, forward fold, come into your plank pose. If you're sharing your mat with a pepperoni, then be mindful of them as well. Go through your vinyasa. You can come halfway down if you want to this time, or all the way to your mat, either cobra or upward facing. Take a big breath in as you pause, and downward facing as you push back. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Land on your mat. Remember that intention of warrior spirit. You can hear Bruno drinking water. Be mindful that you can stop at any time to drink some water. Step forward to the front edge of your mat to your halfway lift. Take an inhale. Exhale into your forward fold. And then rise all the way up to standing on an inhale. And nice and strong and aligned in your mountain pose. Grab your weights. So have a sip of water if you want. Thanks for the reminder, Bruno. And then grabbing your weights from there. So we're going to start with biceps in that squat position, okay, like we practiced in the warm-up, and then we're going to add in the balance and the biceps. So, oh no, Bruno, how could you do it? Moving a 130-pound dog off of your mat. Here's how you do it. Come here, buddy. Come. Get in your bed. Oh my goodness, he'll be back on my mat in a heartbeat. Leo, this is not yours. Leo, come here. Come on, hop up. Go ahead, Bruno. Sorry, guys. Okay, we digress. Come into your squat position, and we're going to start with the weights your palms facing your knees, so the weights are level with each other. The weight is in your heels, your toes are light, and then you're squeezing back and lowering down. Now the breathing is key. So what we're going to do is inhale as we lower, exhale as we pull back. Inhale, lower, exhale, pull. Now at the same time, you're working the legs, you're pulling the belly in and back, and you're connecting movement with breath, right? You got that? So we're hinged a little forward from the hips so that we're really strengthening the upper middle back. That's going to help us keep our posture open and aligned as we continue to progress through the years. Okay, so now we're going to change this. I want you to turn your weights to face each other so your palms are facing in. We're going to pull back so the weights are by the rib cage and you really squeeze the shoulder blades together. Okay, picking up the pace, inhale, lower, exhale, pull. Pull. Now, as always, modify and adjust as you need to. You do you, I'll do me. Rest whenever you need to. You can do more than I'm doing. You can do less than I'm doing. You can stop at any time. Just honor, protect, and listen to your body first and foremost. Okay, a couple more. Ideally, you'd be doing at least 8 up to 12, and you'd be feeling it at 12. Okay, this is your last one. And then go ahead and stand up tall. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Awesome job. You ready for a little balance? Now I want you to transfer your weight into your left foot. Bring your right foot to your calf, or if you want to get a little trickier, you can put both weights into one hand, grab onto that foot, and put the foot at your inner thigh. Whatever feels good for you. So keep it at the calf if you prefer. If you're a little weeble wobbly, no worries. We're working on balance and stability at the same time as we're going to incorporate our biceps. Stand up tall, single leg mountain. So good posture. Breathe in, exhale, curl. Inhale, lower, exhale, curl. Nice job. Now what we're going to try to do is alternate from right to left, and that may challenge your balance a little bit more. Maybe it won't. Maybe it'll help you. Remember that believe mindset. So we're working on back, biceps, balance, and believing we can and we will. That warrior mindset. Okay, a couple more. 3, 2, and 1. Both weights down, release that foot. Let's roll the shoulders up, back, and down, mindful and open and aligned. So transfer your weight to the other foot. Again, foot can come to calf, or you can put both weights into one hand, grab onto that foot, and pull it up to the inner thigh, above the knee. Above the knee. You got it? If you're a little wobbly like me, have a sense of humor with it. All good. Take a deep breath, and then curl. Core is strong, eyes are focused. Breathing is smooth. So if you're over 50 like me, we've got to work on balance in addition to strength, because, well, no matter what your age is, but definitely over 50, because if you don't use it, you will lose it. And flexibility is the same thing. And you might not think that's all that important until you can't reach down to touch your shoes, tie your shoes, that is. Alternate, you guys, alternate. So balance, strength, flexibility. That's the whole flexible warrior thing. And it's not just flexibility in our bodies, it's flexibility in our minds, because we're always going to be throwing curveballs every day, sometimes minutes by minute, continually. So we have to be resilient in our minds and do the best we can to be strong and empowered physically and mentally. Okay, last one. Nice job. Release that down. Both feet down onto the mat, roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Now, chin's going to come to your chest. You can walk to the front edge of the mat. Carry your weights with you. Chin to chest. We're going to roll down through your spine. Put your weights off of your mat, out of your way. Inhale to your halfway lift. Take a deep breath in. That belly's pulling in. The shoulder blades are back and down. Exhale, plant your palms. Come straight to the top of a push-up in a plank position. Nice and strong. Stand in your hands. Squeeze the thighs. Focus your eyes. And then vinyasa. Inhale to your cobra or upward facing. And exhale, push back, downward facing dog. And let's breathe. Feel free to pedal out if you want to. That feels so good. Feel grounded through your hands. Feel long and aligned through the spine. We're going to do a second set of Superwomans. Are you ready? So we inhale to plank. come all the way down onto your belly. So on your belly, we're going to be extending and lifting the feet, the upper body, the arms. Again, you can modify by having the elbows bent, right? Just like that. All good. You can have the arms straight by your side. See what feels good for you and really work on squeezing the scapula together. Or you can have your hands all the way out in front, reaching up and down. Okay, whatever one feels good and right for you, that's what I want you to do. Try each one. Try each one. And remember, it's not just the one that feels easiest for you. It's the one maybe where your weaknesses are that you need to do a little bit more of to balance yourself out. Couple more. 3, 2, and 1. Hands under shoulders, press yourself back, and let's come into kneeling. So not only are there bunnies in the yard, it's Friday, which is garbage day, garbage pickup day, and you can hear the trucks in the background, and that gets Bruno really excited because the garbage men often give the doggies treats, which is super exciting, right? So let's continue on and do the best we can to block out distraction. We're going to work a little bit of balance in a kneeling position now. So your weights need to be close by and handy. You're used to spinal balance. You've done this with me before. So what I want you to do to begin with is take your left leg and extend it straight back, and then take your right arm and reach it straight forward. This is your spinal balance. Now, what we're going to do is take that right hand, and instead of reaching it forward, you're going to reach down and grab onto your weight. Now, you can do one weight, or you can cross both weights together if you want it to be harder. So that's an option. Both weights can be together like this, because your back can do a lot of weight. Or you can just, if it's new for you, just do one weight, okay? You maintain that spinal balance, but you're adding that back pull with your right arm. Now the elbow is by the rib cage. You're feeling that squeeze through the upper mid back, and we pull. 4, 3, keep that left heel flexed. 2, and 1. Good. So from here, I want you to take that left foot and step it straight forward, so we're in that lunge position. If you need some extra padding underneath that left knee, to just fold your mat under and get some extra cushioning. Now I want you to hold on to both weights. Okay, lunge position, inhale, exhale, curl. So we're getting a little bit of a hip flexor stretch on that right leg, but we're adding an upper body strengthening exercise, of course, a bicep curl. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Couple more. Okay, keep moving and breathing. And last one. Good. So from here, you're going to get extra balance in here. This is a challenge. You're going to come into a high lunge position. So take your weights with you and put them up on your left thigh. You're up on the ball of your right foot. You're going to push off that right foot and come into balance again. Now we're going to hinge forward, flex your right heel, and then pull. Okay, again, remember that right foot can be down on the mat as sort of a training wheel, so to speak, a training leg to help you balance. Otherwise, you're just balancing just solely in that left leg, and you're really working on retracting those shoulder blades up, back, and down. Now flex that right foot, activate the right glute. Last 2. Now here's your challenge for you guys. Maintain your balance, come up, go straight into that tree pose with the bicep curls. So if you're putting that right foot on your left calf, feel free. Otherwise, bring it up to your thigh, and then put one weight into each hand and start alternate your curls. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, you've got this, believe you can. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both legs down, both feet down. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Roll through your spine all the way down. Inhale into your halfway lift. Exhale into your plank. And then go through your vinyasa, landing in your downward facing dog, and push back. And we're breathing in and out through the nose. Ah, yes, feels so good. So even though I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. I feel really empowered and proud of myself for showing up and for strengthening my mind, body, and spirit. And that's a great affirmation. Okay, let's get that on the other side. So go ahead and release down. We're going to take the left leg straight back. So the hands start right under the shoulders. The left leg's going to come straight back. Oops, other side, sorry. Right leg straight back. Left arm straight forward. Flex your right foot. This is your spinal balance. Notice that your neck is in line with your spine. So if you're crunching it forward, be mindful that you're looking down so that there's a straight line from the crown of the head to the tailbone. Now reach down and grab either your one weight or both weights, if you did that on the other side, and start that rowing motion on your left arm. Now also, and I forgot to mention this on the other side, be mindful what you're doing with your right arm. Are you locking out that joint? If you are, put a little micro bend in that joint. So you're using the muscle energy above and below the joint rather than locking into the joint. Pulling the belly in and up, soft with your jaw, rowing motion, active through that right heel. 2 and 1. Nice job. You're going to go ahead and step that right foot forward. If you need to pad under your left knee, I like to just double up the mat. You can certainly slide a towel under there or a pillow if you need to. Come into the low lunge position, hinging the hips forward so you get a little bit of that hip flexor stretch. You're still in mountain pose here, right? Good open posture, open chest, open heart. Arms down by your hips. Inhale and exhale. It's a little bicep curl with a lunge. This is just such a fun combo. So just a couple more minutes here, and then we'll do a little stretch at the end. So stay with me, breathe and move, balanced, and believing that you can and you will. Finish strong. Last 2, and last 1. Good. Now the weights can come onto the right thigh. You're going to curl the left toes under, squeeze the left knee straight. This is your balance challenge, 2 of them back to back. Pushing off the left foot, come into that balance. So there's a lot of glute that has to activate to get you there. Hinge forward, flex your left heel, or tap your left toe down if you want to, and then start that rowing motion one more time. Pulling back. Focus your eyes, maintain the strength of your core. Breathe and move. Believe and balance. Couple more. 3, 2, and 1. Maintain your balance the best you can. I almost lost it, but somehow I got it. Okay, left foot either to the left right calf or grab on to the foot and bring the foot above the knee. Ah! Okay, I think I got it. And then start your bicep curls. Mountain pose even here. Single leg mountain, aligned and open, strong and resilient. Strengthen your warrior spirit. If you lose your balance, what do? You dust yourself off and you try again. Couple more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both hands down, both feet down. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Stand tall, aligned, and open. Roll your chin to your chest, warriors. Nice job. Weights go out of your way to the sides of your mat. Inhale to your halfway lift. Breathe in. Exhale, plant your palms. Breathe out. Step to plank. One more time here. Hold your plank. Total body strength. Feel that alignment from the crown to the tail. Reset your positive intention. I am strong and resilient. I am powerful and peaceful. Take one more breath. Come all the way to your stomach. And just to finish out your warrior mindset with your Superman, Superwoman. So on your belly and legs out straight, and then hover and lift. Here we go. Hover and lift. Remember your versions, your options, your variations. Arms can be straight out. Arms can be straight out in front of you, or elbows can be bent, and hands right under the shoulders. Last 3, strengthen the whole back line of the body. 2, and 1. Good. Push back to child's pose. Release your hips to your heels, and then curl your toes. Come into downward facing dog, and breathe. And we're going to spend the next few minutes Just working on a little bit of flexibility to balance out the strength and the power. We got to be calm, relaxed, and flexible. Good. Go ahead and release your knees to your mat and flip over onto your back. Yes, it's going to feel good. So hugging your knees into your chest, give yourself that big hug for showing up and for finishing what you started. And despite the obstacles, whether it was a lack of sleep or some stress or some injury or some other obstacle that you're facing right now, you showed up to strengthen your mind, your body, and your warrior spirit. Take your knees and drop them over to the right and extend the left elbow out straight. Take the right hand and put it on top of the left knee. You're opening up the left shoulder, left part of the chest, all the way into the bicep, and getting a nice stretch to the low back as well. Take a big breath in. And bring it all the way back to center. Give that hug again, thighs to rib cage. Give yourself a big hug. And then release and do the same thing on the other side. So knees go over to the left, right arm goes out straight. Again, really relaxing and dropping that right shoulder, stretching into the right bicep and the front of the chest. Take a big breath in. And exhale, bring it back to center. Bring yourself up to sitting. Good. So crossing the legs, take a sip of water if you like. One more set of stretches for the neck and shoulders. All right, and upper middle back. So with your hands relaxed down onto your knees, you're just gonna nice and easy drop the ear to the shoulder. Remember one of my favorite quotes. I wish I had it right in front of me right now so I could repeat it word to word for you, but something to the effect of, you don't always have to push so hard. Go in peace. At no time do you ever need to do more than you can do in peace? That's a good one, right? Inhale, head to center. Exhale, left ear to left shoulder. Reflect on that. At no time do I need to do more than I can do in peace. Sometimes easier said than done, but maybe today we can practice a little bit of letting go. Remember, we're going to have an opportunity to practice the yoga off the mat and into our lives. So letting go not only of physical things, you can float your head up to center, but also letting go emotionally sometimes, or maybe letting go of a relationship that doesn't serve us anymore where we are right now. Good downward dog, buddy. All right, let's finish with the hands at heart center and do a wings to expansion. So this is a great chest, shoulder, and bicep stretch. So you just pull all the way back as you open the chest and lift the heart. You're looking upward towards the sky, towards something greater. And then to stretch the upper middle back, we're going to do eagle arms. You're going to take your right elbow and bring it underneath your left arm, just like this. So this is eagle arms. We do this eagle pose in a balanced position. Don't worry, we'll do that at some point in the challenge. But for today, it's just a stretch of the upper middle back. Do you feel that? As you draw the elbows away from your back, like draw your elbows away from your chest and your back as much as you can, and then lift the fingertips up a little bit to the sky. Feel that beautiful stretch between your shoulders. Breathe into your upper middle back, and then maybe fold inward, dragging the elbows down towards your belly button. Get that great stretch. Good. We're going to unravel and do wings to expansion one more time. So open up the chest and the heart, get that great stretch through the biceps all the way to the front of the chest and shoulders, and then the left elbow is going to come under the right for eagle arms on the other side. Take a deep breath into your upper middle back as you draw the forearms away from your face, the elbows away from your spine, and then the fingertips up towards the sky or the ceiling. And then you fold inward towards yourself, elbows drop down to your belly button, forehead drops forward. Breathe. And then gently lift yourself up, relax your hands down, and draw your hands to heart center. Good. Seal your practice with a moment of silence to reset your intentions. You can bring your thumbs up to the space between your eyebrows. And think for just a moment, how can you strengthen your warrior spirit today? What actions can you take to be stronger, to feel more empowered, to feel as if you were going from where you are to where you want to be? Remember to fuel your body with superfoods, to fuel your mind with positive thoughts, believing that you can and you will, and then take those actions off of your mat and into the rest of your day. I honor you for showing up. I thank you for being here, and I encourage you to stay strong, positive, and flexible warriors. Namaste. Have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow.